Hello, my name is Christian, and today we will build this real-time chat application without the styling using a nodejs and WebSockets. So to do that, we will use a module called socket.io. So to demonstrate how this real-time chat application works, we have here two clients connected to the same server. And if we write here a message, hi, we'll see the message appearing also to the other client. So hello, so also hello here. So let's begin building our project. So to do that, we'll create a new folder. And we'll npm init it, and the default options will be perfect for this project. We will install some modules, Express and Socket.io. For this project, we will need two files, server.js and index.html. Okay, so we can check the installation, vim package.json, and here are the modules installed, which is perfect. So let us open the files, server.js and index.html. So we'll begin with the index.html. And here we will put h2, a title, real-time application. Okay, we'll need a form. And in this form, we will need an input, a text input, and a button, a send button. On the server side, we will need some variables here. So we need an app. Here we'll use Express. We will also need the HTTP. HTTP here. And I will pass the app. Okay, and the IO, of course, require socket IO. So this is all we need for our application. So first we need to send the HTML file when a client make a request to the index route. So app.get function request response, and here we'll respond with the send file. Index.html. Okay, we need also to listen for on a certain port, so http.listen. I will use port 3000 function, and I usually like to console out something like listening on port 3000. Okay, so let's check it out. Run the server, listening on port 3000, and yeah, it's working. This is cool. So to use sockets.io on the client side, we need a snippet. So we'll use a script, and here we'll use socket.io /socket.io.js. And also we'll need another script in which we need to expose the IO. So var socket equals IO. Yeah, so something like this. And now we can use this IO to send events and data to the client. So for example, IO on connection function, and here we'll use socket. So we'll console log something. So like something like client connected. Let's check it out. So restart the server. Okay, I have made something wrong here. Socket IO. IO on. Okay, I forgot to put here the HTTP. Okay, now it will work. So listening on port 3000. And now, if I click refresh here, client connected. I can connect another client connected. So this is very, very nice. Okay, there is something else that we can use. So for example, we can use socket.on, and we can use disconnect function. Okay, and here we can console out a message. Client disconnected. So run the server, client connected. So we have these two clients connected. And if we close one of them, client disconnected. So how cool is this? Okay. Yeah, before continue, I want to show you something. So I will start the server again. So server started. We have a client connected. And whenever we click the send button, you see that the client is disconnected and then connected again. So it's kind of a refresh, reload the page, client disconnected, client connected. So we want to prevent this behavior when we click the send button. So to do that, I will get the form. So document get elements by tag name. That will pass here the form. Okay, and now I will add an event listener. That will use the submit event. And now I will use this event to prevent the default. And now, if we will check this out, okay, we have the client connected, and if we click the send button, okay, I forgot to make the refresh, so I have to refresh this. And now if I click the send button, nothing happens. So this is what we want. Okay, now what do we want to do? When a user press the send button, we want to emit an event to the server and to pass also the data which is in this input. Okay, so to do that, I will get the button. get elements by tag name button. I will pass the position of the array, and on click I will use a function, and what this function will do, it will get the message get elements by tag name. Okay, and I will use here the input value, but on the input I have to specify here because it will be an array. So this message is the message contained in the input. So what do we want to do with this message? Well, it's very simple. We need to emit it with an event. So socket.emit. Here we'll pass two parameters. The first one will be the event name, client emit, and the second one will be the message, the data that we want to send to the server. And now here on the server we can use socket.on, and I will say here client emit function. In this function I will pass the data, and here what do we want to do is to emit to all the clients that are connected to the server an event and the data, the message data. So to do that we will use io.emit, and here we'll say server emit. It can be whatever name you want to give it. Okay, and the message. So now the server sends back to all the clients the event with the name server emit and the message data. Now on the client side we need to do something here. So we need list for the messages. I will create one. UL, okay, messages. It will be empty. So in this list we will put all the messages. And now the client must listen for the server emit event. So to do that we'll use socket.on, and I will use I will put the name server emit function. Here I will pass the message. Okay. So now what do we want to do here? So first of all we want to get the list. So var messages equal document dot get element by ID, and it will be messages, and then we will need a new li which will be document dot create element li, and this li will contain the message data. So it will be new li dot inner html equals message, and we need to append it. So messages dot append child new li. Okay, so let's check it out. Node server. If I refresh the page, client connected. Okay, I will connect another one. and say hi. Okay, and you see that it's also here. So now we can use this to write hello. So this is a basic demonstration on how WebSockets work on the Node.js platform with the module Socket.io. So this is very, very cool, and thank you for listening.